Welcome guys to the Key of Life YouTube channel. Now, a lot of you have been asking what is the Key of Life, not as in what is the Key of Life, as in what is the Key of Life YouTube channel about. So I'm gonna explain to you why I started this channel, why I started this movement, and what it is all about. Obviously the Key of Life, guys, is different to every individual, but there are 4 main fundamentals on which this YouTube channel and my philosophy for life is built upon. And those 4 fundamentals, guys, are health, wealth, love, and happiness. Now, health for me, guys, is number 1. That is the number 1 foundation which we must build in order to build everything else on top of. So what I mean by that is, without health we have nothing. Nobody wants to be the wealthiest person in the graveyard. No one wants to have a hell of a lot of money but be too unfit to enjoy it. So this is why I started this channel and this movement. I mean, a lot of us, 95% of us out there, we're just wandering. We're just wandering through life aimlessly, you know, getting up, doing the job, the 9 to 5, going home with no real passion or drive. We're just waiting to retire. And there was this really heartbreaking quote, and it goes something like this. I'm regurgitating this, so I'm rehashing it a bit. 95% of the world's population die when they are 25 years old. They just don't get buried until they are 80. People give up so quickly on their goals and dreams and their aspirations. It's just devastating. The average human being, they'll try something 3 times, and if they fail 3 times, that's it. That's all their emotional capacity can handle. Fear sets in, and they take the safe option and get that steady 9 to 5 job, work 20, 30 years of their life doing something that they hate to earn money, to get a house and keep up with the Joneses, and sometimes they buy things they don't even need just to look cool. That's not what we want. We can have everything in life, guys. It's very, very simple to have your dream life, but it's not easy. So I'll say that again. It's very simple, but it's not easy. You have to work damn hard to get what you want, and you have to be consistent and committed. But when you find that thing, guys, when you find your thing, your passion, your calling, you will never work a day in your life. And this is what the Key of Life YouTube channel is about. So health, you got to get that in order and start small. That's why on the channel there's lots of circuit training, exercise videos that you don't even need any equipment for. And as we go on over the next months, years, who knows, we will be adding more complex, more advanced circuits in there, things with weights, kettlebells, everything. But for now, I want people who've never done a day's exercise in their life to have easy access, because health is the number 1 fundamental for your key of life. Remember, your key is different to my key, it's different to this person's key, that person's key, but those 4 fundamentals remain the same. So that's health covered. We must be healthy, not just in terms of exercise, but in terms of your nutrition as well. Because at the end of the day, you are what you eat. So what you're putting into your body is feeding your mind, which is super important, and your organs, you know. So like, I love the slogan for coconut water. It's very, very clever. It's like having a shower on the inside. That's what good nutrition does to you. You are cleaning and keeping your insides clean. So that, guys, is so, so important. I cannot reiterate enough what living a healthy lifestyle has done for me, sorry. And remember, it's not about going extreme. It's step by step you get ahead. So if you've never done it before, you start small, but you've just got to be consistent with it. And as Confucius said, it doesn't matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. So there's number 1, health. You got to get that in order. Number 1 on the Key of Life. Number 2 is wealth. Now, wealth means many things. It's not just financial wealth, although that is mega important. Money isn't the root of all evil, guys. Money is a root of all goodness. It's the person who's either evil or good. You know, the more money you have, the more you can help the world. But obviously it depends on the type of person you are. For example, Bill Gates has explicitly, him and his wife have explicitly stated in the press that after they pass away, their children will only get, it's still a lot of money, but they'll only get $10 million each. That's still a hell of a lot of money, of course it is, but in comparison to the billions, I mean, Bill Gates at one point was the richest man in the world, and he's still in the top 3. He's worth around about, his net worth is about 75 billion with a B. Now, for someone who's got 75 billion to only leave 10 million, it's significant, you know, but that's because his money is going to go to charity. Sting has explicitly stated that his children won't get a penny, and some of you might think that's cruel for someone to amass such a fortune and not allow his children to have any of it, but he wants them to earn what they want, because the worst thing a person can have in life is nothing to strive for. And sometimes if you make life too easy for someone and you enable them, they become weak, they become soft, and they become a meandering, like a wandering lost soul, you know. And I think although I don't agree with Sting in that point, I think that it's a bit extreme. You want your kids to be comfortable, but he doesn't want to take away their right to achieve something great. And if you make life too easy for your children, they won't do anything because they've got nothing to strive for. It's too easy. So you never want life to be too easy. And it's Bruce Lee said, always do not wish for an easy life. Let me get this right. Do not wish for an easy life. Wish for the strength to endure a difficult one. So with wealth, you need money, guys. It's the world we live in. So you got to evolve. So you want financial freedom. So again, with the key of life, it's about finding your calling. So yeah, some of you might want to make apps and things like that. But if you're not into that, you're never going to succeed. You have to find something that you are pulled towards, you know, not something that you're pushing. If you're pushing and forcing something, it's not going to work. For example, I have no idea about apps and things like that. So if I was like, oh, I'm going to make a fitness app, I'd fail, guys, because I don't have an interest in that, a true passion. If I'm just thinking, I'm going to make a fitness app because I'll make millions, people are making millions on apps, that won't work for me. It'll work for someone who is a fitness fanatic and a technical fanatic. It'll work for them, but it won't work for me. You have to find something that pulls you towards your destiny in terms of wealth. The wealth is secondary. It will come. There's different types of wealth. Wealth of knowledge. Your health is wealth, you know. So you've got to build that foundation. So once you've got health, wealth, being financially free, and I think financial freedom comes at around about £75,000 a year. If you're earning £75,000 a year, which is a great thing to earn and aim for, you are financially free. So there's your wealth in terms of monetary gains, but there's also the wealth of knowledge, the wealth of a passion, not pushing for something, but being pulled. If you're being pulled towards something, it's going to be so much better for you guys, so much better and enjoyable. I'm pulled towards the arts, towards acting, towards making films, towards doing that. Even though it is hard work, it's worth it. I'm willing to do the hard work because I get great satisfaction from it, as opposed to me trying to make an app, which would be incredibly hard work, but I'd hate it because I'm not interested in it. So you need to find something that pulls you towards it instead of something that you're pushing, that you're pushing. So there's wealth. Love, guys. Love comes from the first two, to be honest, and your love is going to come from being incredibly healthy. I mean, when I'm on it, as in really, really healthy, I'm consistently training, I'm eating great foods, I feel so good. The love is there. When I'm writing and creating, or I'm on set making a film or doing a TV show, the love is there. And what happens there is, because you're in a good place, you become more open. You become more open, and that energy, because we're all made of energies, guys, and that energy is attractive. Have you ever noticed, guys, when you walk into a room and someone's in a really bad mood, or your boss or your teacher, if you're at school, walks in and they're like, right, straight away it saps the energy out the room. Their mood brings everyone down. But when someone walks into the room and like, yeah, come on, let's go, let's do this, let's do it, immediately you're like, whoa. And that's what health gives you. That's what wealth gives you. It gives you that energy, that positive energy, and it radiates. And then love in terms of relationships will open up because you feel good about yourself. Unless you learn to love yourself first by applying working on those first two foundations, it's going to be impossible to find love with a partner. I mean, you'll find it, but it won't click because you've got too many insecurities, guys, and you need to love yourself first. So love, again, can mean many things. Love of a partner, a loving family, love of your vocation, your career, love of life, love of fitness. So that's number 3. Number 4, guys, is happiness. And again, it's all intertwined. Our thoughts, guys, they become things. So if you think that you are happy, inevitably you are going to be happy. I know it sounds mental, but if you think you are depressed, because our thoughts become things, you will be depressed. If you think you are a winner, you will feel and act like a winner. If you keep saying to yourself, I'm a loser, you will feel and act like a loser. So happiness, like anything else, it's something that needs to be worked at. It's something that you need to every day, like a muscle, you need to work at it. Positivity is something that needs to be worked at. And this is what the Key of Life YouTube channel is about. That balance between those 4 fundamentals of living your perfect life, your good life, living your good life, not mine, not your mum's, not your dad's, not your wife's or your partner's, yours. Because everybody's interpretation of the good life is slightly different, but those fundamentals are universal for everybody. So that's why I have the Whiskey Wednesday channel, because I enjoy whiskey, so there's a balance. That's why on Mondays we talk about health, because that's the number 1 foundation. So we start every week with something healthy, and then the wealth and the love and the happiness, they all come together to make something beautiful, that gratitude. So that is what the Key of Life movement is about, helping each other grow. Because great people, they pull other people up to greatness, to find their greatness. Insecure, unhappy people, they pull people down. They make people feel bad. They're energy vampires. And sometimes the sad thing is they don't even realize they're doing it because they have no self-awareness. So I started this channel to share my journey as a creative entrepreneur, as a filmmaker, as an actor, and the struggles I'm going through and how I'm getting through it, but how I'm embracing those struggles and really enjoying the struggles. Because without struggle, there is no glory. Without struggle, there are no rewards. If you sit in your comfort zone, you're not standing up for anything significant. But if you step outside of your comfort zone, you're going to create greatness. You're going to live a better life. So we have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. That is what the Key of Life is all about, guys. Those 4 beautiful basic fundamentals: health, wealth, love, and happiness. And I'm going to finish with one of my favorite quotes from Martin Luther King. It is only in the darkness that we get to see the stars. Key of Life, guys. Like, share, subscribe. I'm not going anywhere. I'm here to stay. There's going to be so much coming up. So much is going on in my acting career that I want to share with you guys, the trials and tribulations. So subscribe and share.